Welcome back, everyone. We're back again with Boston United on our journey to Premier League football. I don't know, I never made my mind up on the proper title now because before it's professional league football, and we've somewhat established ourselves with the two games remaining for the end of the season. We finished 10th, which is, in all fairness, a fucking achievement and a half. We were expected to get relegated, and we are 6 points off the playoff spots. Theoretically, we could still get in there, but we'd have to score 18 goals in the next two games, not concede any, and for one of the other teams to drop points. So, highly unlikely, but impressive all the same. We've actually had a pretty good run of games since we last met. We finished up against Bury, I believe. No, Port Vale. And in that game we won 2-0 or 2-1. Gibbs and Duffus both got on the score sheet, and they've had a bit of a run of form since then. We went up against Bury, 1-1 draw. Wasn't particularly amazing. Probably could have lost that game, but Sunday got us a goal and we kind of stayed in it. Mansfield, a 3-3 draw. We went 2-0 down really quickly, and then we got a goal back, and then it went 3-1, and then eventually we kind of came back in the game with Gibbs and Logan both getting us goals to kind of settle us and bring us back in, and both of the assists came through Logan for Gibbs, so they were linking up really well. Then we went up against Grimsby. We had a 2-1 win. Duffus and Haygarth both picked up goals. Another good win for us. Then went up against Yeovil, 0-0 draw. Not much in it. Yeovil probably should have won, but we held out for a good game. Cavani, man of the match, as per usual. He tends, if we have a good defensive game, he's usually up top in terms of our overall raters. Then we went up against Stevenage. We had a 3-2 win. Unfortunately, Logan picked up an injury and he's still out and probably will miss the rest of the season. We have a few actual injuries at the moment. Denham and Masonda both got goals, and then Duffus got us a penalty. Scored us a penalty in the 90th minute, and then we just held out for a win. And they also missed the pen, so that was crazy lucky as well. Ravis had a really good game. He's been a bit inconsistent as of late. Like sometimes, he plays 7.1 and just saved the penalty, and he was stopping shots left and right. And then some days there was a goal that basically just stood there and just turned his head as the ball just flew past him. So you're like, man, put up an arm or something. But after that, we had another good bit of form. Went up against Tranmere. We were most definitely expected to win this. They have already got relegated. They're confirmed relegated. But so we got Gibbs and Duffus both on the score sheet again. So they're both getting a fair few goals. Aldershot then, a 1-1 draw. Bloody annoying. Aldershot, another team that we probably should have beaten. I think Aldershot are about 20th and around there. Don't let me click on anything for whatever reason there. 19th. Probably should have bet them. It was annoying. They got a Molyneux got a goal. They did have a fair few shots, but they were very aggressive in the game, and we just couldn't really capitalize on them. We hit the post about, I'd say, 5 or 6 times. It was bloody annoying. We've actually dropped EPF. I'll show you the formation we're actually rocking at the moment. After, I think it was the Mansfield game, we changed it up to a 3-4-3 or 4-3-3, and we changed it on the fly in the game. But it's been going pretty well for us, giving us 3 wins and 2 draws of 5 games, which is pretty decent. Or is it 4 games? Or 6 games? 6? 5. My maths is terrible. I don't know what's going on with me. So this is the formation we've been playing. I had 2 ball-winning midfielders with Baith there, but he picked up a knock, and I don't really trust Burrows enough to play him in that role. We played Carr in this role last game, and he played pretty well. Epi has been pretty poor lately. He has like a 6.73, and ironically enough, Duffus has a 6.70, but he does enough he scores goals, but he has a poor rating overall. I don't really get it. but he's getting his goal, so he's going to stay in the team. I'm going to give Slew a chance. He tends to play well, and he might not get a goal, but he might create chances. That's one problem I've been having with Epia. He just plays, and like he's just out on the right wing, not doing anything. He doesn't link up at all. Minihan and Kitching have been playing really well, both getting a fair few assists and creating chances. Virtue on the right hand side, kind of in his natural right mid spot, ball wing midfielder. It says our coaches say to drop Cavani for Denham, but Cavani has so many man and match performances that I'm not really too sure on it. Like he's 6.92 and Sondas is 6.94. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna leave him in it anyways. O'Connell, does he drop down? Jesus. His overall's gone down a bit. It might have been his injury actually. We bring him on off the bench every now and again, but he still played relatively well. He's only coming back from injury last week or so. John's there. Jeez, he's dropped off a bit as well. 2-star, used to be about 3 or 4-star in the league below. I don't know, but he still plays pretty well. So I usually bring him on the right hand side, and then you can switch Virtue over to the left, or bring on O'Connell and just create a bit of a defensive or make a bit of a space for us, and if we need to be. But get into it anyways. Going up against Cambridge. Cambridge are currently they dropped points. They were second, but I think they're going automatically now. If yeah, more than likely they're going up automatically. Lincoln have won the league outright, or they're definitely getting promoted. I'd say they only need one win and they'll confirm themselves as champions, or a draw or anything. But yes, we'll get into it. Hopefully Cambridge are just going to be playing for not much, not going to be trying anything. Dunk. He looks good. Let's get into it. We've been on a really good run of form, so hopefully we don't lose here. We probably will, because I believe Cambridge battered us last time, or we had a draw with them. We probably should have lost. But main thing is see how it goes. And I've also been starting cautious, but then I just swap it to attack, and we've just been blitzing teams away. Like defensively, we just haven't been there, but if we just stay on attack, our strikers are just going to stay forward and create a lot of chances. So I might just change it now and see if we can actually get something out of this. Because I find when we play on the back foot, we do get exposed a lot more. So, but if we play attacking, we're going to be hitting them hard anyways. And we'll be pushing further up. See if we can get there. Oh, good man yourself. It's probably going to be a goal for them. Knowing our luck. Yep, it's a great work goal. I wonder, should Ravis had a better chance at that? See now here anyways. Kitching not getting close enough to his man. Yep, Ravis just ball watching, not doing anything. Came out to catch the ball, and the ball went that way. Damn. I would drop him if we had a better goalkeeper, but currently Willis is injured, and the other one we have, Parkin, is like a silver star player, so below a 1-star. So I'm not playing him. Sleep and playing bad. Maybe we'll go back to cautious. Sam Many has been making a lot of mistakes. Lovely. Crap. I think we're going to get blitzed. Controversial. We're going to make a lot of changes. We're going to get O'Connell on. And we are going to go 4-4-2. But a lot more creative 4-4-2. Playing shorter, we're going to go a little more direct. Focus on the wings, look for overlap, hit early crosses. Maybe slightly more. No, we'll go slightly more direct. And we will counter. Don't know why we were holding shape. Distributed targetman. Out of possession. Play higher. I don't know why we're lower. I don't remember changing these things that much to those roles overall. And if Virtue isn't playing great, we can always bring on Epia or John and have the option of bringing Epia on as a striker or something if needs be. See if we can get something here. Oh, I thought it was going to be a penalty for a second. Kitching, why? Just take a touch. It's probably going to lead to a goal now. Should have led to a goal. Jesus. Like, Kitching's decisions at times is really questioning, because, like, why would you go for a header there? Just take a touch and distribute out the back. Many hands took him clean out. This is probably going to be a goal unless Ravis can pull something out of his ass. No. George Maris. Screw it, we're going to go very attacking. We're 2-0 down, might as well go for it. And Duff is having a piss poor game, so we're going to get Ipia on. Make him an advanced playmaker, or advanced forward, advanced playmaker. Kitching is having a piss poor, Minihand's having a piss poor game. We'll get Lee on, I guess. God. You lads bring the worst fucking results. Sometimes we play great and then as soon as we go to this camera, let's get blitzed. Although I totally joke, I'm not blaming you guys for anything. It's just the gap in the team. Like literally, Cambridge are more of a League 1 side or mid-tier. We are a low-tier League 2 side. The fact that we're in this position as we are is beyond belief. And usually we have a pretty high possession base on our team, for our team, but the fact that they're keeping more possession than us is quite impressive. The fact that it's only 2-0 with the amount of shots they've had, I'm surprised. I would have expected them to have a bit more. Team instructions. I want to shoot on sight as well. Run at defense, pass in the space, very wide. Counter press. Maybe distribute over the opposition defense. We have very pacey strikers. Yeah, try that. See if anything will come out of this, and then shout at the lads, get creative. See if Haygarth and Carr can cause any creativity out there. See, we'll see, we'll see. We've had another shot, so that's a bonus. Whip it in. Oh, was that off the? It must have been off the post. Hit the woodwork. Oh my god. Epi is really good at times, but it's frustrating the amount of chances he, like, I think we played a 4-3-3 for about 5 games. I'd say he went through on goal about 5 times. Every single time, either blazing it over the bar, blazing it wide, or straight at the keeper. Never in the areas past. So it's really frustrating. I know, like, hitting the post is a lot more difficult than getting in the net if you're aiming for the post. But I don't know. Maybe we have to utilize him more on the wing, or possibly even look to offload him. Maybe offload a few players and try to get Gibbs in on a permanent deal, or even on loan, and try to get maybe a few more high key players. And we're going to offload a shitload of players in the summer. There's about 4 of them out of contract. I think Williams is. Not sure about Tannoy. Tannoy's going to stay around. He's a good squad player. But I think we need to strengthen, maybe get a new right back, a new left back, new goalkeeper. Strikers we're okay on. maybe centre mid. I don't know, a CDM. I think we just need like one extra new player for kind of every key area, so like defense, midfield, out wide, striker, goalkeeper, that kind of area. 2-0, it's not the worst. When Henriks is your man to match, that's pretty poor. 6.8. Why didn't it give it to Gibbs? He was on a 6.8 as well. Far from pleased. Piss poor performance. Piss poor performance indeed. So now we definitely can't get the playoff spots. We're still 10th surprisingly, so hopefully we stay there. Okay, so we have a +4 goal difference to Newport County. I think regardless of whatever happens, we have either 10th or 11th, so that's going to be pretty good. Probably get a bit of cash in. Probably barely any. Jesus, they blitzed them 6-0. Johnny Williams. Jesus, how far has he fallen? I know he was at Sunderland a while ago, but Jesus. Jesus, 12 matches. Was that 3 months? It's probably not. It's probably a little bit less than that, but because I know we had about 6 games in the space of 1 month, but still, 12 games. That is piss poor for a player who plays majority striker. That's not good enough. Not good enough at all. Alright, then I'll bring us back for the final game of the season. I'll see you guys in a moment. Welcome back, everyone. We're going up against Crawley today. Don't know what's going on there. I've just changed up the team a little bit. Put Lee in at right back and Epi at striker. O'Connell picked up a knocker in the midweek, so I'm kind of considering whether or not to drop him or just leave him on the bench and possibly play him if needs be. I was just looking at some of our stats. It was saying about our where is it? Was it home? I'm not sure. But basically, it was just saying about our kind of what I was going on about before. Just get into it. Basically saying about our stats in the league that we actually came in 9th in terms of defensive stability. We only conceded 62 goals, which is still really high, but in comparison to the rest of the league, we came in 9th. But in terms of goals scored, we were actually in 16th. So that's probably the main thing we need to look at in summer, is getting a new striker in, because we just weren't scoring enough goals. If we can get up, like, none of our strikers scored over 10 goals, bar Epi. I think Epi has 10, but Slew has the most in the league. He has 9, and he's not good enough to be starting week in, week out. He had a good run in the beginning, but he got like 1 or 2 hat tricks or a couple of braces just from random things. But he's just not good enough overall. And I think we have the midfield. I think pretty much sorted out. We need a new goalkeeper. Ravis has been okay, but he hasn't been amazing. We need to get a few. Fair enough. That's fair enough. We need to get a few more key players. I realized that on our stats we were playing it quick and short, so Ravis was just going to be. Gibbs got the assist there. Good man, Duffus. I think he's going to be really good for us. He just had a bit of a slow start, but he's starting to get goals. I think playing this 4-3-3 is going to be really good for him. I think we might have to drop the wingers. I don't know. They've been okay. I think Virtue's been a signing and a half so far. Like he's averaging like around a 6.8, but when he's playing a really good game, I think we need to have Baith in beside him, or possibly upgrade to another ball winning midfielder, someone who's a step above, or just even get an extra midfielder just to be in around the team, just for a bit of depth, because we have Haygarth and Carr, possibly another cam, but Haygarth can also play a cam, so that's kind of we have the area covered. I think Longbottom is probably gone. He was a bit inconsistent for me. When he did play, he'd perform. Jeez, that was a finish and a half. But I think we need a striker who's going to be getting us 20 goals this season, and we just didn't really have that. Good man, Gibbs. He's been here all of 2 months, and he's just banging goals left and right. I'm definitely going to look to get him on loan again. And there's another player looking at as well. Possibly get him in as well. He either be another loan signing or see if we can get him. I believe he plays for either Middlesbrough or Leeds, but both of them would be ideal. I think the partnership between Duffus and Gibbs is really getting good. So if we can get an extra player and possibly make Epi an off the bench player, that might be ideal. Get maybe new wing backs and a new goalkeeper, and we could be looking towards promotion spot or even higher. We're going to have to bring in probably a couple of defenders. As good as Masanda, Cavani, and Denimar, they're all our first team players, but I think we need some one or two more, maybe not step above players at their level, just to slot in if we have any injuries, because I think it was a couple of games ago we had Cavani out, Masanda was out, and Denham was carrying a knock, so we had to start Williams and Parker, and like the two of them are like an accident waiting to happen. Surprisingly, they played relatively well, but it was against a really low bottom tier side, so it's kind of difficult to say at the level. But I think we need to offload them and possibly maybe even get some players on loan again. Like we can have 5 players, so we get 2 fullbacks, a striker, maybe a centre half, and a goalkeeper. I think we'll be sorted. This is where Epi could shine. Like Epi in that situation didn't perform well, but when you have a player like Duffus, he's actually quite clinical in front of goal. That's where I think he could be really good. He's not as quick, but having a more lethal striker could be decent. Very good finish. He kind of reminds me of Lukaku at the moment, where he was kind of shit at the beginning, and Lukaku obviously wasn't shit at the beginning, but this season with United, he's kind of been crap and really lethargic and not doing enough off the ball, and all of a sudden with Ollie he just kind of clicked. But I think Duffus is starting to click with this team as well. We need the right players around him, the right pace, the right play style, and he's been doing it as of late. And I think we just need, oh fuck's sake, Lee. And Lee is a player I'm not liking. He has the final ball, but he just doesn't have the defensive mind. I don't know. It's frustrating me. Minihan is Minihan is world class one day and fucking dog shit the next. So he's annoys the hell out of me. Santa's on a 6.5. We might look to get him off if he doesn't improve. Epi's on a 6.5 as well. No, we'll get him off. We'll throw Denham on now, because if he keeps decreasing or going down in overall, it's more than likely he's going to have a clanger in him, and that could lead to another goal. And since we're already 1-0 up or have a goal advantage, I don't really want to throw it away. Question is, do we leave Epi out there? I think we will. His pace is very dangerous, so we'll try him out. On car, do something dangerous. Like that kind of shit that fucking annoys me. Like you can't blame him for shit like that, but he just doesn't deliver at times. And goal. Oh, Ravis with a double save of glory. We're on cautious at the moment. Should we change it to defensive? I don't think we should, because if we do, we're going to be sitting back a little bit further. I don't really want to. It's a double barrel situation. It's like, do we sit back to be defensive, or do we sit back and then we have less of our springiness to a counter? It's probably going to be a goal, I imagine. Should have been. Jeez, I don't know where fucking Kitching was. He was just in no man's land, just teetering along after the ball. Kitching with your fucking lame ass passes. Good man, Denham. Good ball. Played across. Oh, Duffus with the hat trick. I think I might just rename him to Duff, because I'm having difficulty saying Duffus and I keep going to Doofus. But this is the partnership that's just been building up. That was some touch by Gibbs. And a great volley by Duffus. he's definitely, I think, I was going to say signing of the season, but Gibbs definitely probably is a goal and assist for him and a hat-trick for Duffus. And with that, we're going to get... Will we bring anyone on? Haygarth is looking a bit tired, so we're going to bring on Ante Tannoy for him, but we'll drop him back into the deep blind playmaker role. Just if we have any set pieces, he'll be pretty decent at them. And what else shall we do? I think I'll bring John on for Epia. And just drop him back here a bit. And we'll just have him as an inside forward on attack. He'll be kind of running into the same area, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. It'll also cause an overlap for Lee. Because defensively he's not great, but if he has a bit of cover there, he might be a bit better. And if we get another goal, that'd be spectacular. Don't know what this team was doing last game, but phenomenal. And Tannoy is phenomenal at set pieces. Like, that delivery was perfect to Duffus. He just didn't get the header right. I'm definitely going to change him to Duff. Maybe Duffman. I don't know. Whip it in. Whip it in. That's game. That is a great game for us, and a hat-trick and a half for Duffus. His composure and finishing are really good, and his anticipation, all of his kind of stuff you want him to be good at, is really good. He already has more goals. Well, this hasn't updated yet, so he's on 7 so far. I think we found the right balance for him. Well, that was a good one for us. That'll probably leave us in 10th, I imagine. I was going to say, I thought we secured playoff. Oh, 9th. Sweet. Okay, that's really good. And we have a +2 goal difference. Oh my god. But yeah, what was that? 6 points off playoff spots? That is not bad at all. I will take that for a side that got promoted. Billericay performed miracles. I don't know how they were in the Vanarama National. I think it's just from all the loans they have. Costello's great. We might look to see if we can get him. Although his attributes don't look all that amazing. Okay, they're both up, so we're going to keep an eye on him. We'll keep an eye on him anyways. See if he gets becomes available in June. But yeah, it'd be great if we could pick him up to have an extra cam player. But yeah, that was a great performance by Duffus. He was superb in front of goal. I wonder, should we just rename him? We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Set nickname. Courtney Duff. Just get rid of the Duffus. Duff. Duffman. Enough said, Duff. Yeah, Duff will do. Duff will do. And I think that's where we're going to end it. I'll bring us back for maybe end of August or whenever the transfer window is almost closed. Go through some of the players we bring in, some of the players we get rid of, and see our ideal where we want to finish up for the end of the season. But yeah, not a bad start to first season in League One. I am impressed. We should take a look at the league table, season preview, bottom of the table. 850 to 1, and we came 9th. Who was predicted 9th? Oxford got relegated. Wickham got relegated. Oh, they were relegated from the league above. Never mind. But Billericay, yeah, they performed miracles. Like 10 points clear ahead of where they were, and we are. What's that? 16 points clear? No, 15 points clear, or not points. Places ahead of where we expected. But yeah. Was it just the 2 of us promoted? Well, yeah, it is, because it's 2 go down, 2 go up, for whatever reason, from the Vanarama National League. But, yeah, they performed pretty well. Is any of our players in this? I don't see them. I'd say if they are, they're probably lower down. But whatever. Yeah, we performed miracles. Reputation, we rose by 1 place. Sweet. We're up to 70th. Oh no, that's the league overall. Actually, we should take a look at the club. Yeah, so we're back to League 2. Came first last season, and a good finished 11th before the season they got relegated, so that's not too bad. Willis is probably going to be going, or it's going to be an exodus of players going in the summer. Hopefully we can get our reputation a bit higher, and maybe looking to get another. Cavani got the most player of the matches, and he picked up the most yellow cards as well. But yeah, like, I know it says like he's I'm thinking about getting another defender in, but not to replace them, just to have more competitive defenders at their level available, which would be kind of crappy unless we get players on loan. It's a weird issue. I didn't really see that Man City though. I don't know, I'm going off topic completely now. I'm just going to end it there before I get sidetracked again. But yeah, sure. I'm just going to end it. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time when we are in League 1 still. See you guys next time. Bye.